Welcome to the part 2 of this tutorial. We already uploaded the part 1 where we showed how to draft, cut and sew the skirt. So this tutorial is simply to draft, cut and sew this beautiful top. Hi, my name is Naya John and I teach ladies how to make beautiful dresses. So you need your pattern paper, right? I already gone in with my start line. Next is my chest line, my bust line, my under bust, my waist, and then the full length for your top. Now we'll move to our shoulder line, right? We'll go in with our neck width. The neck width will be 3 inches and I marked it. Then our shoulder measurement divide by half, also mark it. Now that point where you mark your shoulder, go down by 1 inch and that will be for the shoulder slope. Now from that shoulder slope, connect to your neck width just like this. Now from that shoulder slope, connect to your chest line like this. Now from the shoulder slope to your chest line, you get the midpoint. Okay, on that midpoint you'll be going in by 1 inch. Yes, just indicate 1 inch. Now go to your chest line. On your chest line, you're going to mark quarter of your bust measurement. This means that you divide your bust by 4. So my bust is 36 divided by 4 is 9 inches and I went ahead to mark 9 inches. Now connect from that 9 inches to the 1 inch midpoint and then to your shoulder slope, and automatically that will be your armhole line. Now on the other bust line, we'll be going in by half of our nipple to nipple measurement. Nipple to nipple is 8 divided by 2, that'll give me 4, and I'll mark 4 on the under bust line, the waistline, the bust line, all the way to the chest line, just like this. Now this dart line is for those of you that want to take in some dart, but for me, I'm not taking in any dart for this top because my fabric is stretchy. Okay, so I don't want the top to be busy. It's just a simple straightforward top. Now the next thing I'll do is to mark the circumference measurement. My bust circumference is 36 divided by 4, 9, I marked 9. My waist circumference is 28 divided by 4, 7, I marked 7. The same thing for the under bust. Then for the full length, I use the measurement for my hip, which is 42 divided by 4, and that gave me 10 and I marked 10. So we simply connect all the dots like this. Now for the neckline, we'll be going down by 8 inches. I want the V depth to be 8 inches and automatically my chest line is already 8 inches. So connect from the center of our chest line all the way to that our neck width. Okay, that'll be for the neckline. Now from that neck width, our neck width, we're going out by 2 inches, 2.5 inches, anyone you choose. So I'm going out by 2 inches, right? Now from that 2 inches which I just marked, I'll connect to my armhole line using my ruler. So there we have our outer neck. I'm just going to cancel out the initial armhole line so that there is no confusion. So right here I have my pattern for the back and I'm going in with 2 inches for the zipper allowance. Okay, make sure you draw your lines. Already I have done mine. So the 2 inches I'm marking out now is for zipper allowance. Guys, you already know I like folding my zipper allowance in. There's nothing to it, I just like it. So I have my shoulder slope and then I've connected it all the way to my chest line. Now the next thing will be to start inserting our circumference measurement. Okay, you'll not be needing armhole for the back. So now the bust is 36 divided by 4, that's 9. I'll mark it on the chest line as well as the bust line. Now for the waist is 28 divided by 4, that'll give me 7. I'll mark 7. And then the hip, I'll mark hip divided by 4. Okay, so after doing that, simply connect all the lines. Now after connecting all the lines, this is what you have. Now we won't be needing from the shoulder to the chest line, we won't be needing it. Okay, so the back has no strap and no shoulder line for the back. All right, so the next thing I'll do now is to insert the dart line. Now for me, this dart line is actually fancy, but in case you want to take out that, you can take this dart out maybe like half an inch on both sides of the dart line so that your clothes can be properly snatched. Okay, now we're done with the back and the front pattern. Not exactly done, right? So for the back, I'll cut out from the chest line all the way to the shoulder line. We won't be using that, okay? And now for my front, I'll also cut out carefully. Make sure you do not cut through the old armhole line. Go in with your new armhole line, just like this, okay? Now cut out carefully, and this is what you have. This is what you would have. So the back has no strap, no shoulder line, but the front has. Okay, so this is your halter, your basic halter neck top. You can go ahead and even make your top. Now we'll keep this aside. Let's draft the cup. For the cup, you need your normal pattern paper, rule like an underbust line. That first line will be your underbust line. Now we'll go up by 4 inches. That's the distance between the underbust and the bust line. So these 4 inches were marked now will now be our bust line. Now from that point where we marked our bust point, we'll go up by 4.5 inches, and that will be our chest line. So this is basically us labeling our pattern paper, but just the chest line, the bust line, and the under bust line. Okay, yeah. So once you've done this, the next thing you want to do is to go in with your dart line. Now measure your nipple to nipple divided by 2. Mine is 8 divided by 2, that's 4, and I'll mark 4 on all the lines, just like this. Okay, now from that line, we'll also go in by 5 inches on the sides. Okay, so we're going to indicate 5 inches. This is because your side bust is fuller than your center bust. So this 5 inches we're just marking now is for the side of our bust, while that place I labeled chest line, bust line, under bust is our center bust. I hope we understand. Good. Now the next thing will now be to take in from the center of the lines. We'll be going in by 1 inch on every line, just like this. On every line, you go in by 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, and 1 inch. Yes. Now on the under bust line, we are taking in a dart of 1 inch on both sides. So I've marked them. Now we'll connect those dart intake to the 1 inch we just marked earlier, just like this. Okay. Now once you're done with the under bust line, we're going to move to the bust line. We'll be taking in that on both sides of the dart line, on that bust line. Okay, just follow what I'm doing. So on that bust line, we'll go in by 1 inch on the sides, 1 inch. Yes, connect it to the 1 inch close to your center line, just like this. Now still on the bust line, we'll take that from the center bust line, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Also connect to the 1 inch close to the center of your line, just like this. So basically on every line we'll be taking in that, okay, so that we can get our cut. Now at this point, we'll connect from the side bust line all the way to the under bust line, just like this. Make sure you use the curved part of your rule to connect the side bust line all the way to the under bust, just like this. So this is what you would have. You can see how cute it is looking. Now the next thing will be to label your paper very well. That's my side front and my center front. So yeah, now the next thing will be to create like a tightening at the chest line. Now for the tightening on that chest line, go in by half an inch. What I say, half an inch on both sides. Then of course connect to that 1 inch we indicated earlier. Now once you're done, this is what you should have. I'm just connecting from the side all the way to the dart and the center all the way to the dart. So this is what you should have at your top part. Now I'll start cutting out. Please pay close attention to the areas we'll be cutting out, okay? So I'll simply cut out all the darts open. We'll cut out all the darts open. We'll start from the side darts. We'll cut out carefully. So this is a trick I do when I'm making like a 3-part corset cup. What I do is I do not separate the 3 parts totally so that it will be easy for me. I don't like separate. If you separate it, then you've given yourself a serious work to be identifying the center front, the side front, and all of that. So what I simply do is that center area, I will leave them to stay together. Now we're going to cut out the tightening we did on the chest line, and then we'll cover up back using our masking tape. Now after closing the top, this is what we have. It's already given deep cup already, and I've closed the down, and this is what we have. Now we'll close up the sides, and our cup is very much ready. So this is our cup. Now get your front pattern paper, okay? Yeah. Please make sure that the place where you labeled center front is facing the center front. So mine was facing this side, so I had to flip it to the other side so that the center front will be facing the center front of my paper. Do you understand? Now once you're done doing this, you're going to place your cup on the underbust line, right from the center. Place it on the underbust line, just like after placing it. I had to use my tape to just secure it so that it doesn't shift. So this is what it would look like. Now you use your marker or your pencil. I would advise you use your pencil so that if the line is bent, you can correct it. Just trace out the line of your cup on your pattern paper very, very carefully. Okay. Now after tracing, guys, this is what I have. This is what you should have as well. Now you're going to cut out, but you leave about half an inch or 1 inch while cutting out so that the hole is not too wide. Okay, did you see what I did? Yes. Now I also took out the excesses from my yoke. So what we have here now is our yoke plus our main bodice. And once you place your cup, this is what you would have. Now we'll simply attach our yoke to the top of our cup. Okay, we'll attach the yoke to the top of our cup, and that is the trick behind, you know, that halter neck corset you saw earlier. So I went down by 1 inch on the center front of my cup. Yes, and then I'm going to fix my yoke to the top of my cup like this. Now once you have stitched the yoke to your cup, this is what your cup would look like, guys. This is what your cup would look like. Now you're going to cut out extra 3 to 4 inches and just add at the top of your yoke, just like this. After adding it to the top of your yoke, you can trim both sides to align properly. Okay, this one will now be that part that helps you hook your halter neck at the back of your top. Okay, so this is what you have in total. So I don't know if you have any question. Let me know in the comment section and I'll try as much as I can to reply. Now I'm placing my pattern on my main fabric to cut out. Okay, so this is what we have for the front and the back. If you're one of those people that like ironing your hairstay before cutting, please do that before cutting out. Okay, but I usually do mine after cutting.